Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing and football tips for Saturday the 27th of April. So no messing around, let's get straight into it. So the video for the football has already been made. It was made, I think, Thursday. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing, but hopefully it'll be hovering around somewhere in the top right-hand corner so you can click it. Or if I've messed up, it'll be in the description and the comments section of this video too, if you haven't already seen it. It's a very interesting video where I do talk about Mansfield Town, where there's been certain comments made about them trying to score so many goals, actually by the manager and by a Sky Sports reporter. Anyway, so this video is now purely for horse racing. So it's a 16 pence each way, lucky 31. And then I've also had £10. I've had two £4 wins and £1 each way double in another bet, and you'll see that shortly after this each way lucky 31. So as I said, a 16 pence each way lucky 31. The first selection is Goon Hilly at 22 to 1 in the 150 at Sandown, paying 7 places instead of 4. Plenty of pace in this race, and Dan Skelton has also got a fancied runner in it, but he's also got this selection as well. And I wouldn't put it past them scooping at least some prize money on what I haven't really looked into it on what is I think it's the final day of the season for the jump racing, but also for the national trainers title. I'm not sure how the standing stand, but yeah, obviously they'll all be going for it. So obviously Dan Skelton's got a fancied runner, but he's also got Goon Hilly at 22 to 1, which I believe there's plenty of pace in the race, and if it falls apart, this horse could start picking off one or two and at least sneak a place. And they're paying 7 places, and he did it the other week. Was it at Ayr, I think it was, where he did it with his outsider. And also, actually, he had a decent runner. I can't remember where it was. I think it might have been Aintree. Yeah, I think it was actually, where there was a subscriber mention it in the comments of this video where I think I tipped one of Skelton's, and I think it ran okay. I think it faded in the end, but I did see his other horse running very well, and unfortunately it fell with 2 or 3 to jump, and it was going really well. Anyway, second selection is Look Back Smiling at 9 to 1 in the 245 at Haydock, 4 places instead of 3. I do believe the far side, the middle to far side will be advantageous. Look Back Smiling will be up there with the pace. I've also gone for a horse to win in that race as well, but this was kind of a backup in case the actual favourite did nothing. So I'm thinking Look Back Smiling, it'll be up there to be shot at. Will they be good enough to beat it? I think it's actually normally, I can't remember how this horse, I think it's normally held up, but it loves soft ground. There are a few in the race that like soft ground, but they are drawn towards middle and high. So I think it's got a decent chance, Look Back Smiling. The third selection is Nick Rocket at 15 to 2 in the 335 at Sandown in the Bet 365 Gold Cup. 7 places instead of 4. This horse has only ran 8 times under rules. I believe it's getting better, like gradually. I think it's capable of a lot more now. It's being stepped up in distance. It ran furthest it's ran last time, a 3 mile 5.5 furlong. I think this horse is classier than what it's shown so far, and I think hopefully it'll show the best tomorrow. I do believe it's Paul Townsend on board, but it's definitely a William Mullins horse anyway, and I do like the profile of it. I think it's got a good chance. The fourth selection is Gold Dancer at 17 to 2 in the 520 at Sandown, paying 5 places instead of 4. Very highly rated. They paid $250,000. I think it was euros for it. The William Mullins connections did, or Jigginstown. It's not done a great deal, but it's been thrown in at top class races. Big drop in class. I think it'll be given a quiet ride towards the bike. You watch it'll lead, or given a quiet ride towards the bike, smuggled into the race, and hopefully come there cantering and win hard held. Hopefully, yeah. The final selection in this bet is Fantasy Master. I believe this price is completely wrong. Daryl Holland, 16 to 1 in the 640 at Doncaster, paying 5 places instead of 4. Daryl Holland trains this, and Shane Kelly's on board. It's drawn 15, which is, it might be all right, but I don't think it's actually perfect. It's not a perfect draw for it. But we will see on the day, because I've been wrong many a times on the draws. It's horse in much better form than they're giving it credit for, basically. And I think at 16 to 1 is too big. So the next bet comes to a tenner, and it's 2 selections that are 2 £4 wins and £1 each way double comes to £10. The first selection is Sacred Falls. It's 11 to 4 in the 10 past 2 at Haydock. This horse, I believe, was progressing last season. Had a couple of stumbles towards the end, as in like not the best. It ran okay, but it's still off a very competitive handicap mark, and I think there's more improvement to come. And the fact that it's 11 to 4, I did see slightly bigger prices, but it looks like it might have been the bookies have either got it wrong early on, or there's been a bit of money for it as soon as the prices were made, the market was made. And the second selection is. So here you can see the double, the pound each way double. So as you can see, the second selection is Earls at 9 to 4. And I'd probably have to say this is probably the nap of the day, Earls is, because it's in the 245 at Haydock. Gavin Cromwell has been mopping up the national hunt races for quite a while now, or especially the Irish train has. He's now coming to start pinching the flat money as well. I think there's 25 grand up for stake. This horse is in good form. Don't get me wrong, there may be a horse making its reappearance has had a really good winter, and it may have improved quite a few pounds. But what I can see is Earls is going to be very hard to beat. Just be careful with it. Don't get stuck into it. I've had £4. That's it. Yeah, I think they both got good chances. So that's why I've had 2 £4 wins and £1 each way double. As I said, the football bet is already on. I've placed it now. It's a number of correct score doubles and trebles. It's the regular goals bet where I've had over 2.5 and over 3.5 goals, the same 3 matches. Both teams to score in the first half in a treble, and both teams to score in the second half in a treble. I think it's very interesting. So yeah, as I said, the video is in the comments and the description, and hopefully knocking around in this video so you can click it. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.